Hey guys, today's video we'll be looking at metalbuild Freedom Gundam Concept 2. But before we go into any details, please take a look at our new intro. Enjoy! Alright, metalbuild Freedom Gundam Concept 2. Everything here screams fancy. The MSRP is $255. It comes with 3 booklets. First one is the Storm Collectibles product catalog, and then the second one is the manual. It has a really nice art or picture, and then last but not least is the Tamashii Nations handbook. This comes with 2 different packs. One goes to the back and one goes to the bottom. And the figure itself is already built, so you don't have to assemble anything. You get the backpack, side skirts, beam saber, beam rifle, and shield. You get extra 5 sets of hands from open arms, holding hand, trigger finger, and others. You have to keep in mind when you're exchanging these hands, it is not as easy as it looks. Sometimes you have to apply pressure just to make it fit. And one thing to keep in mind is that while this is named metalbuild, not all the parts are metal. It also comes with a fancy action base. One of the most asked questions is whether or not this Freedom Gundam can stand on its own without any support or action base due to its heavy backpack and wing. And the answer is definitely yes. The articulation is very good. You can open up the front shoulder to help you with some pose. You can turn the head completely backwards as well. Not that you want to do it, but it's almost Halloween, so you know, you can do it if you want. You can detach the head, but please be careful with the V-fin. You can fold the arm completely, but please handle it with care because the joint is really tight. The wrist can move a little. The stomach area can be bent sideways, forward, and backwards. The front skirt can be extended a little bit. As for the knee, it can completely bend backwards, making this pose possible. Putting the hand to the rifle is a bit tricky. As you can see, there is nothing to open the hand. This is how I got mine done. The finger on the hand is kind of like a rubber. It can bend a little, it can move a little. The rule of handling are the same as model kit. Basically, you want to handle with care, because if you broke this, then you cannot get any replacement. You will need to buy another one, or basically that set of hands are pretty much useless. The action base is really nice looking. It has the name of both the Gundam and the pilot, which are shown here. Once it's attached, you can move it like so. You will need to use either of the connector. Depending on the pose, one goes to the back and the other goes to the bottom. One thing that I don't like with this action base is that you can't pose your Freedom standing still on the ground. The other issue that I don't like is that the arm, it cannot be turned sideways like the one in Master Grade 2.0, so it's just fixed. And then another issue is there a flaw on the left shoulder. Another friend also bought the same and he has the same issue. So if you're gonna spend the money and you don't like this thing, I would suggest that you do not proceed, but if you don't mind with this, then go ahead. Now, is it worth getting? Well, the answer varies from each individual. I mean, for me, yes, it is, because how much I love freedom. Though I was hoping that the flaw on the left shoulder is non-existent considering the price tag, but it is what it is. If you don't mind with the flaw and the price, then feel free to go ahead and purchase one. I want to reiterate that while this is called metal build, not the entire components are metal, so you want to be very careful when you pose it or when you try to do something with it. The main rule for model kits also applies to this. Basically, you handle it with special care. As far as I know, there's no replacement part for the metal build, so if you break something, it would be very hard to replace. But if you happen to know that there is a replacement part, please leave a comment down below. I want to give a thank you to Dazed Bear, Big Daddy Gundam, Feral, Inferno, Lobakgo, Comet Reimagined. Thank you so much for this amazing artwork. I really love it. And if you guys are wondering who the artist is, it is Gundamyatham. I'll leave a link to his Instagram down below. If you like this video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on our next adventure.